In a small, forgotten village surrounded by dense woods and shrouded in perpetual mist, there lived a man named Samuel. Samuel was an outsider, having moved to the village seeking solitude. The villagers spoke in hushed tones about the haunted forest that loomed over their homes, warning Samuel never to venture too deep into its shadows. Little did he know that curiosity would lead him to a horror beyond imagination. One ominous evening, Samuel, driven by an inexplicable urge, decided to explore the forbidden depths of the forest. Armed with a flickering lantern, he treaded cautiously into the gnarled trees, their twisted branches reaching out like skeletal fingers. As he ventured further, the mist thickened, swallowing the path behind him. The air grew colder, and the only sound was the haunting echo of his footsteps on the damp leaves. An unsettling feeling clawed at Samuel's chest, but he pressed on, drawn by an unseen force. In the heart of the forest, Samuel stumbled upon an ancient, dilapidated mansion, its windows shattered and the walls covered in ivy. The sight sent shivers down his spine, but a mysterious compulsion urged him to enter. The creaking door yielded reluctantly, opening to reveal an interior frozen in time. The mansion was suffused with an eerie stillness, broken only by the occasional sound of distant whispers that seemed to dance on the edge of Samuel's perception. He explored room after room, each one seemingly untouched by the passage of time. Flickering candlelight revealed dusty furniture draped in tattered sheets and faded portraits staring down with hollow eyes. In the mansion's decaying library, Samuel discovered an ancient book bound in human skin. It spoke of a malevolent entity, imprisoned within the mansion by a cursed ritual. The ritual required a willing sacrifice, one who would willingly open the gateway between the living and the otherworldly. Ignoring the warning signs, Samuel felt an inexplicable connection to the entity described in the book. His curiosity morphed into obsession, and he convinced himself that unlocking the curse would unveil untold secrets. The villagers, ignorant of his perilous journey, continued their lives, unaware of the darkness that now clung to Samuel. As the nights grew longer, Samuel immersed himself in the forbidden knowledge, deciphering cryptic passages that hinted at the ritual's details. He believed he could control the entity, harness its power for his own gain. The whispers in the mansion intensified, guiding him towards the culmination of the dark ceremony. One moonless night, Samuel, consumed by his obsession, stood in the mansion's center, surrounded by arcane symbols drawn in blood. With a trembling hand, he drew an ornate dagger across his palm, offering his own blood as the final sacrifice. The mansion trembled as an otherworldly force awakened, seeping through the cracks in reality. Suddenly, the air thickened, and the temperature plummeted. Samuel's surroundings twisted and distorted, and shadows took on sinister shapes. Whispers turned into anguished cries, echoing through the mansion like a chorus of tormented souls. Samuel, now terrified, realized too late the gravity of his actions. The malevolent entity, unleashed from its prison, materialized before him, a grotesque, shape-shifting manifestation of his deepest fears. It whispered promises of forbidden knowledge, power, and eternal life, but its true intention was far more insidious. The entity, hungry for the warmth of the living, lunged at Samuel, enveloping him in a suffocating darkness. His agonized screams melded with the cacophony of tortured souls as he became one with the malevolent force he had unleashed. The mansion, now a vessel for unspeakable horror, vanished into the shadows, leaving the villagers to wonder about the disappearance of Samuel and the mansion that once stood on the outskirts of their village. Unbeknownst to them, the malevolent entity lingered, feeding on the fear and despair it had wrought. The haunted forest, now darker than ever, claimed another victim, ensnared by the insatiable hunger of the otherworldly force that Samuel had set free. And so, the forgotten village continued its existence, haunted by the memory of a man who dared to unlock the secrets of the cursed mansion. A man whose screams still echoed in the silent, mist-shrouded woods, a disturbing tale etched into the very fabric of the forbidden forest.